Well, Mark, this is it, the pinnacle, the epitome, the last straw to break the dog's back.
Camel.
Huh?
Camel.
Camel's back, yeah. What's on this week's show, dude?
Well, we've got a couple of sick flicks for you.
Yeah, then Southampton Smith goes to Southampton in search of the Holy Grail. Your hometown, dog.
We head over to Meanwhile Gardens for some jamming.
Ooh, yeah. Then I go hovercraft racing. Whoo-wee! Talk about a magic carpet ride. I went on one.
But we kick it off with the World Cup of Skateboarding, UBI.
Sick skating going down, dogs.
Dude, what these legs doing here?
Hi, it's Dave Mayhew. You're watching Rad. We're chilling at the Otis World Cup.
Here we are at the Urban Beach International, and I'm a little bit confused, because you can't even skate at the beach. Maybe I should have a surfboard or windsurfing equipment. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Let's go inside and check out the action.
A lot of the riders weren't too pleased with this year's smaller vert ramp, although it did lend itself to the more technical skaters. 14 dudes shredded the ramp, stoking out the massive London Arena crowd with some of the best heel-toe magic imaginable. The contest was a jam-style format. Ride till you fall or quit, one at a time, and each rider gets 5 attempts. It was Renton Miller's consistent marathon runs that earned him a sound third, while Sandro Diaz's flamboyant Brazilian finesse secured him a well-earned second. But it was the constant onslaught of hammers that brought Canadian Pierre-Luc Gagnon home in first with a nice fat check worth $2,000.
Well, that's it from Oh Short Stocky One on the vert, over to the hippie on the street. I'll pass the mic.
Churchill? Dude, I would've whooped his butt. All right, the vert went off. Pierre-Luc Gagnon taking first place. And on the street, man, those dudes are having the best time riding around that course. Let's go check it. Oh, it's gonna be sick! The street competition was of another level. 36 skaters were narrowed down to 15 for the finals in front of over 3,500 spectators. Our man Howard Cook was hanging on to stuff that no one believed possible. Unfortunately, that was only enough to earn him 7.
You know it's funky, 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 cause you heard it from hearsay. A jam that you love and rockin' underground airwaves. Words amplified through your speakers and amps. It's time to get down with the Sound Pro Camp and clap your hands.
The creme de la creme of the day was Chris Astrom from Sweden in second. And without any doubt, it was the flip trickery and flawlessness of Brazilian Rodil de Araujo Jr. that earned him $3,000 and title of UBI Street Champion. Man, check this dude out. You could tie his shoelaces together and stick a brown paper bag over his head, and he'd still land all his tricks. Unreal. That's it for the finals of the UBI World Cup. Pierre-Luc Gagnon took first place in the vert, and Rodil de Araujo top honors in the street. I'm out of here.
I'm back to the long-haired hippie and Churchill. UBI.
Next up, some wet action in the form of wakeboarding.
This is hot dogging.
You said dog.
You said action.
the time. Doesn't mean that I don't wanna stay. Anybody can get caught with their guard down. Doesn't mean that I don't feel the same. Every little thing counts. Every little thing counts. Every little thing counts. That's why every little thing counts. Every little thing counts. Every little thing counts.
Next up, your friend and mine, Southampton Smith.
In the final search for the Holy Grail.
Sure hope he finds it, dog.
So do I. That guy looks tired.
Man, something's kind of tweaking. Ugh. Did you put that down there, dude?
No?
I think I'll be standing for the rest of the show.
Good job that slide was out. It really hurt my bottom otherwise. It's good to be back home in Southampton. Let me show you the sights. One of the things Southampton's most famous for is that the Titanic set sail from Southampton docks. A lesser known fact is that the Holy Grail was melted down and made into part of the iceberg detector. But DiCaprio snapped it off and gave it to Kate Winslet as a token of his love, thus indirectly sinking the Titanic. Tragic. Southampton is one of those in-between towns. It isn't actually bad for skating, but at the same time it could be better. It has the usual sort of obstacles that every town has. We just have to look a little harder to find them.
Been going on all day. I don't care a thing.
They have recently built a new bit of shopping centre which has a few good bits to skate,
Here for just one thing.
including this rather nice bank to bar. Well done, Jed. Now do a bung on.
Get some revenge.
Good lad. On the plus side of having a sparse amount to skate, it does encourage you to get a bit more creative with your skate spots and forces you to adapt to skating any old rubbish. And when you go to a good spot, you can really appreciate it.
Still be wild.
Southampton is also home to star Craig David. It's true, I'm Southampton's greatest export, along with Mark Churchill, of course. And in this garage behind me was where he invented garage music. Craig used to work here 7 days a week. Yes, it was hard work, but somebody had to do it, thus inspiring the hit single, 7 Days. In the winter, we do have a butter-smooth hibernation car park called the Marble. And we always abide to the DIY motto. If you haven't got it to skate, you could always build it.
Oh!
One day I was walking past the supermarket double set and Mark Churchill ollied them, and I thought it was amazing. So amazing I had to walk away. Soon after that I wrote the hit single I'm Walking Away. It kind of inspired me. In the shadow of the pyramid tomb of Southampton lies Mayflower Skatepark, Southampton's only skatepark. But we have a problem. Somebody's nicked it. So, here's some footage of when it was here. Can't believe it. Must have had pretty big pockets. Yeah, the skate park was a really good learning ground, all the obstacles being a fairly mortal size to skate. The council have promised to replace it sometime soon. Yeah, whatever. Some people ask me how I keep my beard in such great shape. Well, I have a team of well-trained rats which nibble off the excess during the night. And that's a fact. Craig David. You'll often find areas with a sparse amount of spots, like Southampton, spawn their fair share of talented skaters. the quirkiness of Tony Rayner, Julian Molyneux, and Greg Noack, to name but a few. And, of course, myself, who is the bestest. Do I not get any peace? Go away, you rapscallion. To be honest, I think I've done more skating than searching for this pesky rail. Oh. Hello? What? You've seen the rail in Tibet? And the monks are doing 120-foot rocket airs to Smith? I am there. Just let me get my stick and handkerchief and I'll meet you. Cheers. Well, looks like I've got a pressing engagement in Tibet. Maybe this time I'll actually find the rail. Have fun. See you later.
And so, definitely not using the same shots as we did in the first show. Once again, Mark strides bravely off into the blue yonder. Will he ever find the holy rail? And does it really matter? For in the greater scheme of things in this strange world, the journey is often the destination. Comedy 4, please, Mark. Thank you. Now, could I just tell you about the new drama I'm in? It's all shot on 16mm black and white. It's called The Garage.
This is Craig David, and you're watching Parade.
Hey, yo, Mark, remember that snowboard film we showed last year, Moment's Notice?
Ah, with that sick snowboarder, Marco Lutz.
That's the one. Well, his crew have come out with one of the sickest snowboard films of the year. Comes out today. This is Desired Effect.
Christian, why are we walking through grass?
I think it was that dork's idea behind the camera.
That guy's such a tweak.
Tweak? Dude,
Look at his hat.
check out the horns they made him wear. I can't believe he's there. Tweak! Mark, maybe a peanut butter bap, dog.
I'm not making peanut butter baps. I'm making jam sandwiches.
Well, speaking of jam, when's a competition not a competition?
Well, that's easy when it's a jam format.
Ah, meanwhile jam. What? Huh? What's...
No, don't open that bag.
But he wants to come out.
No.
No. He won't cause any problems. There you are, my little wish. What? Huh? Yeah, you want to play? There you go. Fred, Fred. Meanwhile, one of the oldest skate parks in Britain, it's just been reconstructed, and each year they hold a skateboard comp called the Meanwhile Jam. It's open to everybody. You know, kids as young as 6 years old. Man, your dad can, no, forget it, your mom can enter this comp. Next year, man, I want to see your mom in this comp, dude. Being a jam of the organized chaos variety, 3 people at a time hitting the hip in a conga style, meant that bailing wasn't on the list of options. The players today, John Robinson, the king of the park last year, looking to retain his crown, but he's got the young pretender, Emilio Arnaz, right on his back, plus the evil brother, Dave Robinson. We've also got Sean Ward. Where'd he go? The Ginger Ninja, in there annihilating it. It's anybody's games, y'all. While the fingers of fury that is MCXTM was tearing it up on the wheels of steel, the finals commenced. Now where's my Spandau Ballet album? Oh no. It's Hendrix and Zeppelin. When the dust had settled, this year's Jam's secret ingredients were John the Manimal Robinson in third, Emilio the Spaniard Arnaz in second, and sealing the pot with an airtight lid was Dave Robinson. Tight. Oh yeah, Emilio put the gold seal on the side by winning Best Trick. That's right, Emilio, you dog. That's the Meanwhile Jam. I want to see both your parents in this thing next year. All right, I gotta go. I'm doing one of them car insurance commercials. Yo, Churchill, what are you doing, bro?
Well, it's coming near to the end of the series and we've run out of a last feature, so I'm looking for a new one.
Okay.
No good for TV video. UBI?
Seen it.
The Priory? How does so much rubbish get in here?
Speaks and makes me giggle like a little girl.
Toe wrestling, been there and done that. Christian hovercraft racing.
Yeah, I did that the other day. It was sick. Pop that puppy in, dudes.
No way.
Then I'm gonna go watch the Priory. Woo! This week I'm in Middle Claydon, Buckinghamshire, for a spot of hovercraft racing. Oh man, I'm stoked on this puppy. This is gonna be good.
Basic principle is you've got 2 components to making the hovercraft work. You've got the thrust, which gives you your forward momentum, and you've got lift, which gets the skirt up off its base. The craft should move effectively, virtually frictionlessly.
There are no brakes, no. Brakes are for wusses.
Brakes are for wusses.
What they were designed for originally was to get troops into beach areas and get them over mines. The first craft were slow lumbering beasts that were capable of about 10 miles an hour. Well, now we're up to the stage where these things will out-accelerate the average rally car. You get to about 80 or 90 miles an hour and it basically becomes an aeroplane, so it tries to take off. And then if you wind the power on at the back, it just corkscrews around the fan. It ends up upside down quite regularly.
What's the course comprised of?
It's probably 60% land, 40% water. So straight water straight, there's no turns or anything.
When you make that transition from grass to water, what do you got to be looking out for?
There's nothing really to watch out for. It's fairly painless. I mean, as long as the bank isn't too steep and you're not charging at it at too high a rate, then it's fine. You don't even notice the change. You just pop off the water and straight onto the land and away you go.
This course is actually quite a high speed course for the Formula 1 crafts. I think they love it here. Quite a tight, twisty course, but nice straights to open it up. Nice long straight of water, which we don't get at many courses.
Mark, can you take me through the steering and how this thing works?
When you put your weight on one side of the craft, it causes that side to hit the ground. That then provides friction, which enables it to turn on that point. When you then thrust against it, the back of the craft will move round and the front will stay pivoted.
Before I can do the race, what do I got to do right now?
Negotiate those cones without hitting them, and then Bob here will decide whether or not you're able to race.
And I'll see you guys in a second. I think I met my match. I can't steer that thing worth anything. Where was I going wrong?
You're trying to drive it like a car. It's not going to go around corners like a car. What you've got to think of is almost in respect of driving it like a rally car on ice.
Since I failed my maneuverability test, they're gonna give me one more shot. So if I can get around doing one lap without hitting anything, then I get to do the race. Yeah, I kind of did okay on that last lap, so you guys gonna maybe let me race?
That's right, yeah. You got round in one piece, so that's it. You're racing, mate. Absolutely fantastic. How's your legs? Oh. We call that jelly leg.
I feel like I have 2 spaghetti noodles for knees, dude. Man.
Yeah, it's a bit tough.
Yeah, but it was fun, dude. Thanks so much. Well, that's it for hovercraft racing here in Buckinghamshire. Hey, can I get a piggyback ride? Cool. All right. Cool. Thanks, Jill. We'll see y'all later.
Christian, that hovercraft racing looked tough.
Bro, that was the most difficult vehicular I've ever had the pleasure of conduering.
Well, that's it. The last show done and dusted.
Whoa, whoa, Churchill, hold on to your britches, bro. We've got one more competition. We're gonna give away Bucky Elastic's Pro Clive backpack and his autograph.
What a prize, but that's not all. We had a look around the RAD office and we found a bagload of t-shirts. Now there's about 15 there, so that means 15 runners-up prizes.
Sick, dog. Now to win some of this gear, all you gotta do is come up with a recipe for your favorite sandwich.
Yeah, it could be peanut butter and Beatles.
Yeah, Beatles.
Send those entries to RAD.
Thanks, Bucky, for the bag comp. P.O. Box 2075 London, W1A 5SW.
That's RAD.
Thanks, Bucky, for the bag comp. P.O. Box 2075 London, W1A 5SW.
Now you've only got a week to get those entries in, so get cooking.
Chop, chop.
Well, that's it. We're all done. The last show done and dusted.
Mark, it's been a pleasure working with you.
And with you.
Props to everybody watching the show. Thanks to the RAD crew. Thanks for supporting us for the past 5 years. We'll catch you cats later. Love, peace, and hair grease.
See ya. Hair grease. Tell me about it.
Chill, dog. Always busting on me, aren't you?
That's rock and roll, baby.